Hey everyone, it's Richard RS4. Today I'm going to be going over just that Greenville is supposed to update this week. So Greenville is adding a highway just update slash kind of, honestly it's kind of like a revamped map update. They're adding like a very huge map expansion and it's supposedly coming out by the end of November, and this week is actually the last week of November. So this update should be dropping in the next couple of days. The latest this update could drop is a week from now. So if I just go into the Greenville just community, just Discord server, and we go into, I believe it was feature updates, we scroll up to the roadmap that they kind of released a couple weeks ago. So they released a roadmap at the end of September, and in the roadmap it says map highway expansion coming before the end of November. It says before the end of November. It didn't say like just end of November. It says before the end of November. So I think before the end of November could literally mean like the last week, a couple days before November, I'm assuming. So we only got like a week left. So this update should be dropping very soon, and I'm super excited. This highway expansion is literally going to be like the size of the current map. So this update is literally, or the map is going to be double in size after this update comes out. It's going to be really cool. A highway in Greenville. I think the only other game that has a highway is like Rensselaer County. So it's going to be pretty cool, but honestly Greenville does a very high quality stuff. Of course, a lot of people know this highway is coming out, but I just want to make a video saying that it is coming out this week. But we have a bunch of kind of photos, of course. Maybe if I go into the Greenville just community news server, there's usually better leaks there. But we have just a bunch of new trees. New trees are coming. We have, I guess, kind of like a track coming as well. Some sort of just kind of different props along the map. It's going to be a very rural area. Of course, Greenville like this isn't. I don't even think Greenville, I think this is all fictional. I don't think Greenville is actually like this in real life. Usually in Greenville it's all flat. It's Wisconsin, right? So it's very flat, very open. But in this kind of map expansion, it's going to be very like, there's going to have various like different terrains. Like there's different mountains and stuff, which is honestly really cool. Plus of course the new trees. Hopefully we get like new cars in this update. I'm assuming probably fictional cars, maybe even a licensed car brand. That would actually be really cool, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Where are these other leaks they posted? I think, where were they? Were they posted in, okay, they're posted in GV feeds. So we have some here. Supposedly I think that's some sort of town in the background. I was actually looking at this in one of my past videos, but some sort of like town in the background, so that's gonna be really cool. Kind of windmills, I think that's what you call them. There's like a couple, there's 3 there, but just look at a bunch of trees. Honestly, it's so cool. I think in the track is actually in the background. Don't quote me on this, but I think the track, we have some sort of like walkway, I think right there. It kind of looks like a walkway like in the far back, which is really cool. I think, I don't know if that's a racetrack right there, or if that's just like the side of a mountain, like rocks. You can like see like rocks on the side of a mountain. I don't know if it's like something like that. This honestly looks really cool. We also have some sort of lake coming, and you can kind of see those rocks and kind of patterns and all that in the background. So, but this lake looks really cool. Or sorry, not river. Sorry, not lake, river. We have some sort of like waterfall, I'm assuming, that goes down because this terrain kind of slopes down a lot. So that's gonna be really cool. We have some sort of kind of dock here. This could honestly open up so much new things for like updates, like boats and stuff like that. I did say in one of my past videos that maybe this river could lead to like the Greenville Lake. I know it's probably not like realistic, but that'd be super cool if you can drive from the lake to maybe this area with just different rivers and stuff connecting everything. That'd be super cool. Yeah, maybe you can like park your boat here, yeah, like maybe even spawn a car as well. So that would be super cool. There's a bunch of new things just opens up. Speaking of cars in this update, I don't know if we're gonna be getting licensed cars, but probably fictional cars would be a higher chance, in my personal opinion. But we have some new Saab leaks. So these are Saab 900 leaks, specifically the turbo trim. I can tell it's a turbo trim. I really like Saabs. I can tell this is the turbo trim because it has like a more, I guess, more sportier wing right here. And it says like, it's very blurry, but you can see it says like a turbo badge right here. And that probably says like Oland on the side, on the left side. I don't know what plate that is, but some sort of license plate there too. This thing is not done yet, it's just like a rough draft, but this is super cool. I'm super excited they're actually adding Saabs. I'm very surprised. And a lot of people have been liking Saabs recently. Like in my game, YSO, Young Street Ontario, a lot of people have been liking like the Saab in that game, which I'm very surprised. And then of course with the last fictional update, Greenville. In Greenville, a lot of people like the fictional Saab 95. I know it had really good customization, but a lot of people bought it, and a lot of people said that was one of the best cars in that update. I mean, the update didn't have the best cars in my opinion, but the Saab was really good. Yeah, they did a really good job on that. But we're gonna be getting more Saabs. Classic Saab, so 900. Maybe this is a turbo trim, but hopefully maybe some lower trims. So that's pretty cool. Maybe an SPG kit. If you don't know what SPG is, I think it's like the more higher sporty trim. It's like a body kit as well. Maybe we might get that as well. But Saab 900 is cool. Also going to be getting some different trim of the Forerunner. No, sorry, not Forerunner. The Tacoma. So pick up Tacoma. This car is already in the game, but it's some sort of, it says right here. So 2024 Vision Rainier pre-runner. I don't know what a pre-runner is. I think it's more like an off-road built car. That'd be pretty cool. I think they actually have this trim in real life, like something like this. And basically, I think Doggone is modeling this, and he said, yup. But there will have accessory support. So will the rims be non-customizable like the other pre-runner? I don't really know what a pre-runner is. I think it's just more like a customizable or off-road car. It's such a pre-runner, just truck or Tacoma. What's up Tacoma? They actually have something like this in real life, I believe. I think it just has very like more off-road focus, like kind of suspension for like jumps and stuff. I think these are all like just, you know, modified cars. Maybe I can find like a new gen, like new. I don't really know if they actually have something like this. Maybe it's like this, yeah. So the TRD Pro Runner for SEMA. So I guess they unveiled it for SEMA. I don't know if you can actually buy this, but this thing actually looks pretty cool. Like, so the rims and the side profile, it looks exactly like the game. So they even have kind of like the decal, like the different colors, which I'm actually surprised they are kind of, I mean, they look similar. Like it goes from red to orange or yellow, I guess, or more of a yellow. And then in real life, it goes yellow to red. So they kind of just swap the colors, but that's pretty cool. Really cool like decal on the real life version. So I'm assuming they're gonna add something like that. It is not like a full like 4-door quad. I think it's called a quad cab or crew cab or whatever. It's like one of those like 2-door cabs and like an extension. I do not know trucks that much, but it has like the half door. It's not like a full 4-door. Kind of Tacoma, like the real life version isn't like a full 4-door one. It's more like the short body or short kind of cab. That's pretty cool. Maybe we might get like something like this. This was unveiled in 2024, I'm assuming, for SEMA. That'd be pretty cool. Like another like lower Tacoma. That'd be pretty cool. But the pre-runner is coming. I was gonna say Forerunner, but pre-runner. We have some more photos here. It's looking pretty nice. This is like a single cab. I don't think this is not the pre-runner trim. I don't know what this is. Maybe a different trim. I don't know. I don't really drive the Tacoma in Greenville currently, but it is a cool car. And we have some more kind of photos right here. So we have some lines all over the car, but this is really cool. It has a different kind of grille. That is definitely different. It has 4 quad kind of lights in the front, and then I'm assuming they're making some sort of decal for this or livery on top of like the colors that they already have. So of course it's not done yet, but I could see this coming in the highway update if they finish it, same as well as the Saab. So I feel like in this update with the highway, we're gonna be in the highway update sometime this week or maybe the latest the 30th, and some fictional cars like a Saab, maybe a Tacoma, maybe some of the other. They have a bunch of fictional cars that they've made, like maybe even this kind of thing, this classic pickup. They have like some sort of another classic kind of, looks like maybe like a big land yacht coming. So these are all pretty cool, bunch of cool cars coming. Be making sure to keep everyone updated, but I think that's pretty much it. Like in plan, they have a couple new planned features, but this highway update is going to be super cool. They haven't really posted any new kind of just map leaks, but I'm assuming they're going to be posting more, or this update should be dropping soon. Hopefully maybe even the weekend, but Greenville doesn't really keep them like the community updated, but they said it's coming out at the end of November. They haven't really given us any, of course, kind of time frame apart from this, and hopefully it doesn't get delayed. I've been hearing some people saying it might get delayed, but I hope not. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you guys think about this highway update, and see ya.